Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into something pretty big. Could YouTube actually become the first truly worldwide television? And, what does that mean for Alphabet investors?
Yeah, it's a fascinating question. We've got some really good material to unpack here, analysis from Deloitte Insights on media trends, chat with YouTube CEO Neil Mohan from a recent conference, and some investor perspectives on Alphabet's potential.
Okay.
So our mission really is to pull together the key insights from these sources for you. We want to give you a clear picture where YouTube is heading, what's driving its growth, and what it could all mean for Alphabet's bottom line.
Right. So maybe we should start with just how big YouTube already is. I mean, Neil Mohan talks about this evolution, right? From just sharing videos to being a global epicenter of culture.
Exactly. And he even called creators startups of Hollywood, which is quite a claim, but when you look at the numbers...
Wait, just back that up. Like, where are people watching?
Well, the big shift Mohan highlighted is towards connected TVs, smart TVs, streaming devices.
Okay.
Globally, people are watching over 1 billion hours of YouTube on TVs now. And get this, in the U.S., TVs are now the #1 way people watch YouTube.
Wow. So it's moved from my phone to the living room screen.
Pretty much. Yeah. It signals it's becoming more of a shared primary viewing experience, less just personal screen time.
And it's not just like music videos or funny clips anymore, right? You mentioned podcasts.
Yeah, huge growth there. Over 1 billion monthly users consuming podcasts on YouTube. Seems people actually want to watch their podcasts.
Interesting. So the visual aspect matters.
It seems so. And YouTube's discovery engine, the algorithm, it's really good at surfacing this content, often on those same connected TVs Mohan talked about.
Right.
It's drawing in audiences maybe traditional audio-only platforms wouldn't reach.
And what about the creators themselves? Mohan mentioned Mr. Beast having a YouTube-first philosophy. That sounds like serious loyalty.
It really is. That kind of commitment from top creators is invaluable. They see YouTube as their, quote, home base. It means a constant stream of content people want to see. And it encourages other creators, too. It's a powerful ecosystem.
Okay, so massive audience, loyal creators. But what about the competition? Deloitte seems to think platforms like YouTube are becoming a real headache for traditional studios and streamers.
They definitely are. Deloitte points to a few things. YouTube's sheer scale, for one. Then there's their ad tech, which is super sophisticated, and their AI for recommending content.
So they're competing hard for eyeballs and ad dollars.
Exactly. Social platforms now get over half of all U.S. ad spending. That gives them huge resources to reinvest, making them even stronger. It's kind of a snowball effect.
And people's habits are changing too, aren't they? Especially younger viewers. Deloitte said Gen Z actually finds social media content more relevant than TV shows or movies.
Yeah, a majority of Gen Z and even a lot of millennials. It's a huge shift. They prefer user-generated stuff, the community feel.
That must put traditional media in a tough spot.
It does. They're dealing with audiences splitting off in all directions, costs going up, people getting tired of paying for multiple subscriptions.
Right.
Subscription fatigue.
Right.
Everyone's fighting for the same limited amount of free time and entertainment money.
And the outlook for traditional TV ads isn't great either, is it? Deloitte sees slow growth there compared to digital ads.
Precisely. Most of that digital ad growth is going straight to platforms like YouTube. The money follows the engagement and the better ad systems.
Okay, let's pivot a bit. How is YouTube actually making money from all this? And what's the potential there? Neil Mohan was talking about Shorts monetization being surprisingly successful.
Yeah, that was interesting. He said the revenue per hour watched on Shorts is actually catching up to or even beating the traditional longer video ads in some places.
How does that even work with such short videos?
Well, Mohan mentioned a couple of things. More chances to show ads in the Shorts feed, basically. And they've developed specific AI-powered ad formats that work well in that short vertical environment. They seem pretty agile in figuring out how to monetize new formats.
Makes sense. And it's not just ads, right? Subscriptions are growing too. YouTube Premium and music.
Yep. Over 125 million subscribers combined now. So clearly a lot of people are willing to pay to skip ads and get extra features like background play.
And those subscribers are probably pretty engaged users too.
That's what Mohan suggested. They tend to use the platform more and contribute more value back to the creators and the whole system. It's a win-win, apparently.
Okay, then there's YouTube TV. I heard projections it could become the biggest pay TV service soon. That sounds ambitious.
It is ambitious, but Mohan pins its success on product innovation. Things like the multi-view feature, letting you watch multiple games at once.
Ah, okay. Trying to offer something different from standard cable.
Exactly. Giving users more flexibility and a better experience seems to be their strategy in that crowded market.
And they're even getting into selling channels directly now, like NFL Sunday Ticket.
Right, with primetime channels. It's about integrating everything into the main YouTube app, making it a one-stop shop.
A central hub for video.
That seems to be the goal. And that exclusive free NFL game they streamed globally, that really showed off their reach and their different approach, like integrating creators with that watch with feature.
Which brings us back to the main question. Could YouTube really become this kind of worldwide television? We saw that report about it hitting over 11% of U.S. TV watch time, even beating Netflix temporarily.
Yeah, those numbers are significant. And you combine that with Mohan constantly emphasizing YouTube's global reach, delivering content to billions worldwide, like with that NFL game.
Right.
And you see the potential.
Yeah.
Younger people already lean towards social video. YouTube is huge on TVs now, and it's inherently global. So yeah, the idea of it becoming a kind of worldwide TV, maybe bypassing traditional borders, it seems plausible.
So bringing it all together, what does this mean if you're invested in Alphabet? The investment analysis we looked at seemed pretty bullish on YouTube.
Definitely. Strong growth in ads, what was it, 10.3% year over year in Q1? Plus the subscription growth, YouTube is clearly a major growth engine for Alphabet.
How major? Did the analysis put a number on it?
One perspective suggested YouTube alone could be worth over a quarter of Alphabet's total value. That highlights how crucial it is, especially if, the core search business faces long-term headwinds from AI or something else.
And YouTube uses a lot of AI itself, doesn't it? Recommendations, ads, even those new creator tools.
Absolutely. AI is baked into YouTube. It drives engagement, makes ads more effective, helps creators. It's central to its future, improving both engagement and how they make money.
Of course, there are risks, right? Content moderation, ad market ups and downs, TikTok.
For sure. The analysis mentioned those risks, competition, regulation, keeping the platform safe. Those are real challenges. But looking at the current momentum and growth path, the overall picture for YouTube's contribution to Alphabet seems pretty strong right now.
Okay, so wrapping up. It sounds like YouTube's massive scale, its grip on online video, especially on TVs, its diverse ways of making money, and its global appeal really position it as a key asset for Alphabet.
Yeah.
And with viewing habits changing so fast, it really does feel like YouTube has a shot at becoming this sort of global default for television for a huge number of people.
I think that's a fair assessment. And that leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. As traditional TV keeps scrambling to adapt, could platforms like YouTube actually redefine what television even means globally? And think about what new kinds of shows or content or ways to interact might pop up as YouTube's reach just keeps expanding. It's definitely a space to watch.